I've always had an interest in the martial arts. And I think a lot of it has been because if you look at surgery and the martial arts, there's a lot of comparable things there. And these motions that are used in the human body with an economy of motion, they're beautiful motions. And I wanted to see like, well, if we're using sticks and knives, which is what we train with, I wonder what that would look like if you put it in paint and use those motions to put it on canvas to create a piece of art. So that's kind of how it all started.
People may scoff at this, but like a lot of the skills that I use in making a violin, especially the finer detail stuff, they translated from stuff that I kind of utilize, the skills that I utilize while I'm in the OR.
When I was a surgery resident and I was doing research and expecting my first child, one of the other surgery residents offered to teach me to make a baby quilt. So it was a really great experience, and made a quilt for my first child and thought that was really fun, and started making baby quilts, for people and as gifts and things like that.
The other aspect of it is that it's a highly gratifying experience to have your instrument played and enjoyed in the concert hall. Now, I do have to say that I never sell my instruments because I think that, there are enough people who do this and want to make a living. They ought to do it. I don't need the funding or money to do this. So I donate these instruments. So I donate to UCLA, and I also donate to local Coburn Music School here locally at Los Angeles.
For me, it's more of a work-life balance sort of thing, where it's really nice to have something that's completely outside of work that I can do and is relaxing.
Yeah.
We have a group that works with the hospital called the Comfort Care Quilters, and they make quilts for patients that are at the end of life. As trauma surgeons, we deal with a lot of death, more death probably than a lot of elective surgeons have to deal with. And we work in the ICU, so we have these conversations with families and all the time. And so it's really nice to be able to offer something to the family when medical care is, exhausted all its options.
And so I could tell a surgeon, like, this is kind of a natural thing for you out there. You may not know it yet, but you probably have that kind of talent. You don't know it yet because you use your hands, you use your mind. And so you put the two together, you do it in the OR, you can do it on the canvas, or you can sculpt or draw or whatever you want to do. It's limitless out there. So if it's something that you want to do, if nothing else, it's extremely relaxing.